question followed by Mr. Hyman and ending with Mr. Nadim. The question is, how can City Council work to be more responsive to the needs and demands of the community?
We could do that by simply being available to them, like Mr. Jaime mentioned. That is what happens with some of our public leaders that do not have the people's best interest at heart, is that they get elected and they forget about the community. Why, I don't know, but that's why I'm motivated to put my foot in the door and get up there and start making proper decision, being available to the people. I myself, as a citizen, would call the current council member and I asked him for a family-friendly festival somewhere close to our district, because there's a lot of festivals that go on in North Central Park, and I think it would be nice for our families to enjoy a nice festival as well. And I was told that there was no money. And that only motivated me to run, because how is there no money? Well, there's money that we're spending on other things, but yet we aren't doing anything to give back to our community. And since 2010, we have been in this situation. And that's why we need to vote intelligently, vote for someone that has the time to focus on the issues that our city needs, and most importantly, we need a woman in city council.
Thank you. Mr. Hyman?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes, how can the City Council work to be more responsive to the needs and demands of the community?
Well, first of all, it has to do with, like I said, the allocation of resources. Like I said, everything's run through a budget. Like I said, we can't just, change the district from one day to the next. It's impossible. There's always a budget. Like I said, like everything's opportunity cost. You gotta see, what the people needs are, what their demands are, and you're gonna see, okay, do you need a park that's gonna be huge and it's gonna cost taxpayers a lot of money, or would you rather, put that in, for example, on 359, it's really dark at night. I would rather invest it on lights on 359 than build a park. That's my personal opinion. Like I said, why? Because at the end, that's going to bring more safety to the district. There's going to be less robberies, less burglaries, and so on. So I think security is one of the big things. Besides that, also, like I said, bring more companies to the district, be more business or friendly oriented. So those are some of the things that we got to see. Like I said, everything's run through a budget, and depending how the budget is, we got to see, where the allocation of those resources are given. Either like I said, through public projects, law enforcement, paving the streets, providing lighting on some of the roads, for example, in Cuatro Vientos, and so on. So that's one of the main things that I would do if elected.
Thank you, Mr. Medellin.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, how can City Council work to be more responsive to the needs and demands of the community?
Budgeting. What it comes down to is just budgeting. Again, like Mr. Hyman just mentioned, we're spending money where there is no need to. There's no need to be wasting on new parks. How about we just clean up the ones that we already have? Instead of buying new police cars, why don't we use the 50 or so that are just staying there at the police station? We need to trim the fat off of what we're not using and use it to where it's needed. Infrastructure, safety, business development, all of that. Working together with other districts, I'm sure we can come up with a solution. And that's basically what it comes down to, just budgeting, making sure that the money that you have allocated for certain projects gets used up in the proper ways. And then if I did it before with providing county services for EMS and doing it in the city of Rio Bravo and Cenizo, I can do it again for district